We are reading our last chapter of Did Columbus Really Discover America? So I hope y'all have enjoyed the book so far and learned about Columbus, but now we're on the last chapter. Who else explored, on page 38, who else explored the New World? Many other explorers came to the New World after Columbus. Some came from England, France, and Portugal. Many were from Spain. No matter what country these explorers came from, they all sailed to the New World to find fame, wealth, and land. Look up the word fame, F-A-M-E. I would look that word up. These explorers brought many things to the New World, and they took many New World things back home to Europe. John Cabot. John Cabot was born in Genoa, Italy. Genoa, Italy, in 1451. After hearing about Columbus's voyages, that's that word again, voyages, Cabot asked King Henry of England for permission to explore America. I think that's Henry VII. King Henry said Cabot could sail to America under the English flag. On May 20th, 1497, Cabot and 18 men left England on the Matthew. They landed in Canada on June 24th. Cabot named the land Newfoundland. Many English settlers later followed Cabot to start a new life in Canada. Ferdinand Magellan sailed from Spain in 1519 with 5 ships. His mission was to find a way past North and South America to reach the Indies. So that's still their goal, to reach the Indies. Magellan named the Pacific Ocean. Pacific means calm. So maybe he was just seeing some calm water that day. And here's a map so that you can kind of look at where they were. Magellan sailed around the stormy tip of South America and into the calmer Pacific Ocean. And I'll read this fact before we move on. Magellan died during the return trip in the Philippine Islands. In 1522, one of his ships, the Victoria, returned to Spain. The Victoria was the first ship to sail all around the world. Francisco Coronado was the governor of Mexico. He heard tales of 7 golden cities north of Mexico. In 1540, Coronado set out to find the 7 cities of gold. Coronado reached the first city, but he was very disappointed. The city was made of yellow adobe gold. Look up the word adobe, A-D-O-B-E, not gold. Adobe is dried mud mixed with straw. Well, I guess it just tells you that fun fact right there, so don't look up adobe. Coronado explored for 2 long years. He searched as far as Kansas, but never found a single golden city. Some of his men, however, became the first Europeans to see the Grand Canyon. Look up and see where the Grand Canyon is located. That will be fun for y'all to look up. Hernando de Soto was a Spanish explorer. He had heard that Florida was a land rich in gold. Starting in 1539, De Soto and his men explored for 2 years. They started in Florida and traveled through what is not now known as North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and Mississippi. Many men died from diseases. Others died in battle with Native Americans. During his search, De Soto reached a wide, muddy river. Today we know this river as the mighty Mississippi. De Soto and his men were the first Europeans to see the Mississippi River. And y'all can look that up on Google Images, and it should pull up what the Mississippi River looks like. Or I'll put on there a virtual field trip of the Mississippi River. The whole world. The New World changed after the other explorers arrived. They brought horses, sheep, pigs, cattle, guns, and iron tools to the Americans. They also brought diseases and violence, which killed many Native Americans. That's sad. Their world would never be the same, but the Native Americans changed the old world too. Europeans learned about potatoes, tomatoes, corn, turkey, pumpkins, chocolate, canoes, snowshoes, oranges, and peanuts from the Native Americans. They used this knowledge when they settled in the New World, and they brought back information to their countries in Europe. How would your life be different if Columbus and the other explorers had never left home? So that last question right there, how would your life be different if Columbus and the other explorers had never left home? I want y'all to write about that. Talk about it first and then write about it. But that is the end of the book, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So now you're going to just write a summary over the whole book.